Daniel Beaumont and welcome to Get Published TV. This is the only dedicated show on the internet to help authors and aspiring authors to write, publish and market their own best-selling book in around 8 minutes a day. Now before we continue with today's episode, I need to just make you aware, and to some of our regular viewers say, yes, I know some of my episodes have been a little bit longer than 8 minutes. Some have been 9, 10, or even a couple that have been over 11 minutes. I'm still working and trying to make sure I stick to that time. But sometimes when I get really passionate and excited, I get a bit carried away and talk a little bit more than I should. But I am going to do my best in this episode to peg that back and to have it be under 8 minutes so you can get the information and get on with the rest of your day. Now, in today's episode, actually in the last couple of episodes, we spoke about what are the pros, what are the reasons why you should sell your book in bookstores, and we spoke about the reasons why you should not sell your book in bookstores. And what you need to do is obviously make a decision as to which way that you're going to go. I'm just going to give you some ideas, throw these around in your mind, and then see which option is really right for you. Clearly, if you go through a major publisher or a specialized publisher, and we're going to talk about the differences between those two in a future episode, if that's the case, then their primary, or in some cases their only distribution channel is the bookstores. That's where they sell their books, so that's great. Your books are going to get out there, so run with it, back them up, give them lots of support, and help with as much marketing as you possibly can. Don't rely on your publisher. You need to be driving your book just as hard to ensure that it's going to be a success. So really run with it. If you choose to self-publish, then you've got a choice to make. Now, if you have the luxury of having some outlets for distribution, such as a very large database, or you don't even have to have a large database, maybe your book is around a specialized topic area. I used the example before of learning to play tennis, because there's a tennis court just a couple of 100 meters down the road over there. If you're a tennis coach and you've got a book about how to improve your tennis, then clearly a great place to sell your book would be in tennis centers. So what you could do is either approach them directly and sell them copies of your book at a discount, or what you could do is you could find the distributors that actually sell products into tennis stores, such as people that manufacture tennis rackets or balls or bags and all of those type of people. Or what you can actually do is you can approach the people that actually manufacture the tennis rackets or manufacture the bags, whatever the brand names are, and say to them, look, if they buy a bag, then they get included a copy of this book, and you're going to sell the book to them at a major discount, and that's a value add for the actual purchase. Now, we're going off topic with a bunch of other ideas, if you have some distribution channels, then for you, maybe it's going to be more profitable to just stick to those let's call them alternate distribution channels, such as through your own database and network. You could do it through other retail outlets, such as tennis stores or fishing stores, whatever your book subject matter is about. Or you can approach industries, associations, organizations that are around your particular topic area and try to sell it directly to their membership or to their network base. So they're all options. There are hundreds of others that we're going to talk about in more detail. Or the other thing is, you're a speaker. If you're a speaker and you're out there speaking to 100, 200, 300 people every week, then that's a huge opportunity to sell your book. So for some of you, you might find, I'm actually making enough money, or I'm happy with the results that I'm getting, and I don't actually need to go into the bookshop. So if that's what you decide, then great, congratulations. However, I would never discount bookshops, because for a little bit of extra effort, and it does take a bit of effort to get it set up initially, and yes, it does take maintenance in order to work with your book distributor to continue to ensure your book is actually selling. But it is well worth the time and investment, in my opinion, even though you may make less money per book sold because of the other factors that I mentioned earlier, such as the extra income, the credibility, the opportunity for media exposure. You can attract some really good or high-level buyers, and it really helps with your the viral marketing effect of your book, because if people like it, they tell other people, and people are going to go into the bookshops and they're going to want it, and if they can't find it, they maybe just forget about you or think the book doesn't exist, and you've lost that potential sale. But by having it there, you just can then seize on every single opportunity. So in my mind, in my opinion, you should do both. Okay, you should sell your book in bookstores, and you should also sell your book direct. Okay, and we're going to talk about lots of different ways you can sell your book direct in the future. I say do both, but what I'd also say is that sometimes it can actually trip people up if they try to do both at the same time, because they never get any real traction and any real results, because they're splitting their focus in too many different areas. So one school of thought, maybe just focus on the bookshops for the first month or 2 months until that relationship is built and the book's getting out there and you're promoting it and you've got some good publicity happening, and then focus your energy and attention after a couple of months on selling direct and making some of those big deals happen so you can sell books in volume, or do the reverse, sell your books direct first and then go back to the bookstores. But I have seen a lot of people try to do both, and they do both not very well, so the book doesn't end up selling in the stores and they don't sell a lot of books direct, and therefore they think it's not working, and they sometimes those people throw in the towel and they give up, which is a real shame. So think it through, weigh up the pros and cons. If you've got some questions, leave them in the comment section below, or give me your feedback, give me your thoughts on what you like about today's video, and we'll continue the conversation in a future episode of Get Published TV. So that wraps up today's show. Thanks again for watching. Trust you're learning lots of great stuff, and we'll see you again next time.